What is up, super fam and bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be checking out the official episode 4, I believe this is, for Halo, the Halo show that is on Paramount Plus. We have been feeling a lot of ways about it, but we're going to talk about it today. If you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. You already know how we do around those things. You guys already know what's happening. So make sure you tune in with us on all of those platforms over there that we be on, because we be on a lot of them. This is hard to do while standing up. I've never really done this before. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. We post every single day, getting those TikToks out there as well as the pop culture news. So make sure you guys tune in over there to stay up to date with all the things over there. And you can also jump into the discussion on the comment section on all of the social medias to let us know how you're feeling about what's going on. And then you can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time, because I do partake in many things. So definitely check me out over there and give me a follow and all that good stuff. And then you already know, you check us out. Check out the podcast wherever you check out podcasts at. There you go. The podcast is out there every Monday. Starting in March for sure, we're going to be having things going a lot more consecutively. We got that batched content already ready to go, and it's going to be out there for you guys every week and continuing on through the rest of the year. And then, of course, if you guys don't know, in March, it's actually going to be our anniversary yet again. That is right. It's already been yet another year for Marvel Bros. So we will be having, we will be having that, whatever we're going to be doing, whether it be a watch party or a marathon or something along the lines of that. I don't know what's happening March 16th, but we'll see, and then we'll put it in, and then we'll get it cracking like that. But as I've already said, today we're going to be checking out episode. Oh, that's what it is. This is tilted to the side. There we go. Today we're going to be checking out episode 4 for the Halo show. I really don't know how to feel about Halo so far. I'm not going to lie to you. I think each episode is on kind of like a back and forth teeter-totter with either being awesome or being something that is completely derived from the source material, or derivative that has completely derivated from the source material, I think is a better way to put that. I'm not sure, but still, I'm really excited to see what's going to be going on with today's episode. They left us off on a good cliffhanger on episode 3, so going into episode 4, I think we're really going to have a lot of good things to cover and a lot of good things to check out, which I'm pretty excited for, and I know a lot of people are excited for it as well. Unfortunately, I do have to let you guys know this. Paramount has been sniping my shit, and YouTube has been sniping literally everything that I have been posting lately, so we're going to have to reel it back on showing stuff and all that good stuff. But the Discord is there for everybody, and we're going to have to start that Patreon up, so you guys are going to be able to watch us so you guys are going to be able to join the watch party with us, and I'm excited for that to happen and for that to go on, so we can all enjoy it together. If you guys have been in the Discord, you've seen that I've kind of here and there been doing watch parties in there. We're going to be doing even more watch parties going into the future, and I'm really excited about that, and I hope everyone is ready to kind of get it going. So with all that being said, man, Halo, like I said, it's been a love-hate relationship basically the entire way through. I believe in the first season, me and Battery watched the first season, but we haven't been able to watch anything in a really long time, so I've been kind of watching this season solo bolo with you guys, of course, to join me, and it's been a solid time. I think all of us have been pleasantly surprised about a few things. I think that the showrunner understands how the Halo audience feels in a way to where they added some of the things that we love back, right? And it was like they didn't have those things, and then they put some of those things back in this season. But what I kind of figure is that Halo Season 1 and 2 are kind of like the precursor to the Master Chief that we're all kind of waiting for and expecting to show up, right? Like, Master Chief in the show that we've been introduced to so far is not really the full Master Chief that we've known. Well, at least he was in the beginning of it, but then as the show continued on, he kind of changed from being that type of Master Chief character. And so going into this episode, or not even this episode, but this season period, I really have the expectation that this show is going to be very similar to how the Spider-Man trilogy is with the MCU, which means it's all the backstory, right? Like, this is all just a backstory for the Master Chief that we will come to know and love. I don't think that's the best choice to make with a character like Master Chief, because it's not like we've seen hundreds of iterations of him, but I do kind of understand that they wanted to do something different for a lot of the people that are out there and want to see the show. But it's like when you come off of something like One Piece, The Last of Us, great adaptations. Avatar: The Last Airbender is, it's in the eyes of the beholder. I think it's pretty good, 80 to 85% there for me. And I think that's good, a solid B on the adaptation list, right? So when you have something like Halo, I think Halo comes up as a good C+, C-, when it comes to adaptation score. And that's unfortunate because I wanted it to be a lot more than that. And it's so crazy because you have these moments where they are fighting or when they are doing these amazing feats, and it's like, damn, that looks awesome. But then you get into the story and the narrative of it, and then you're completely ripped out of what Halo has always kind of been to you. And it's like, how does that feel? And that's kind of left up to interpretation. So I would love to know how you guys feel about Halo Season 2, Season 1 in general. How are you guys feeling about it? And let's get a 1 in the chat if you're excited to jump into the watch party tonight. Let's get a 2 in the chat if you're not. And let's get a 3 in the chat if you're not too sure how to feel. I know a lot of you guys have already probably watched this episode, especially when you're doing the rewatch of this. But I know some of you do wait to watch things with me as well. So if you guys did wait to watch this with me, drop it in the comments and let me know how you guys are feeling. I see your guys' comments on the Avatar: The Last Airbender video. I know that's like 8 hours long, so I definitely appreciate all of you guys going back and watching that. That's a W. You guys rock socks for it. I'm definitely going to have to go to that video and trim a couple things out and mess up some things, unfortunately, just because YouTube has come through and hit me with the copyright ban hammer on that one as well, and I got to go through and do a whole bunch of stuff, and that means trimming out some content from a couple of videos, unfortunately, so we can make sure that there's no copyright infringement going on, and we can keep all that stuff going. So that's a little PSA to everybody. Tomorrow we will be watching Halo Episode 5, so make sure you have that in your calendars. Not only will we be watching Halo Episode 5, we'll also be doing our Wheelie Wednesday full book review tomorrow. So that's something that I'm really excited about. Also, we'll be talking about everything that we loved about the Wheel of Time. And then I'm hoping maybe on Friday we can talk a little bit more about my book, maybe listen to a prologue or something like that and get straight into it. Yo, I'm really excited to continue creating all this awesome content going into the month of March, especially with it being our anniversary. So, yeah. But with all that being said, it's time to get into the watch party. And if you guys have not been here for a watch party before, I will explain to you how we do these watch parties just after a word from me and Battery. What is up, Super Fam?
How's it going, everyone?
Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture.
We started Marvel Bros back in 2019 because we have a love for not only Marvel movies and comics, but because we wanted to have a place where people could stay up to date with all pop culture news.
Here, you will have access to all of our content, whether it be trailer reaction. You look like He-Man.
Oh!
And most importantly, controllable.
Go!
Character breakdowns. Welcome to Marvel Bros Breakdown.
Welcome to Marvel Bros Breakdown, where we dive deeper into characters and theorize about the latest films.
Pop culture news updates. On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update.
Or movie reviews.
We love to have open discussions here on the channel, so feel free to join us when we go live.
Battle Cove, I like that Kang's motives are understandable in the same way Thanos' motives were. That's exactly what we're saying.
That was pretty
as
awesome.
Well.
or jump in the comment section of a trailer reaction or breakdowns so we can theorize, converse, and nerd out.
Follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with the latest news, rumors, content, and more.
You can also join our Discord where we are constantly having conversations pertaining to Marvel, DC, Star Wars, anime, and everything pop culture.
All of our past pop culture news updates are available wherever you listen to podcasts at.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
To get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bon Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn. Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bon Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
All right, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put that over here. I'm pretty excited about this episode. I'm not going to lie to you, yo. I think this episode is going to be kind of what I'm looking for and kind of not, but I feel like that's how this entire show has been. A constant tug of war of yes and hell to the no. There we go, season 2. All right. Wait, is it over here? I have no idea. There we go. Okay. All right, on 3, we are going to appreciate this episode of Halo, the show. I'm ready. I know you guys are ready. Without further ado, 1 second. On 3, ooh, that coffee almost fell. On 3, we will press play and enjoy what is Halo Episode 4 of Season 2. Silence on the set. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Damn, I don't know how long my mic was off, but damn, this is crazy. Damn, her family just died. Everybody just dead in the blink of an eye. Hey, what's up with it, word?
Hello there.
What's up with the dirt?
Hello there.
I'm ready, but you aren't ready. But you are not ready. I think your mic off. Thank you, G. Is Halo good now? I think Halo is the same. I think this episode will definitely let us know if it's a little bit if it's better though. We don't know if it's better yet. Up until this point, it's still the same for me. Oh, I forgot he's with her. Uh-oh. Holy mind fuck. I was like, does no one know? Oh! Oh, he whooping his ass! Oh, shit. They're like, yeah, whatever you say, crazy old lady. How old is she? She could definitely play like Horizon. Like, look at her. She looks crazy on Horizon. I guess that's good a story as any is hilarious. Let's go. What the hell? Who the hell gave him a rocket launcher? Who the fuck gave the blind dude one of the most deadliest weapons? You know they about to die. Nah, I like this. Oh! Let's go, blind man! The one shot works so good in... Oh, well, there it goes. But that one shot works so good to show anxiety. Woo! Oh, shit! Oh my god, this is actually awesome. You see how they they constructed it purposely to be awesome, but then without their suits on? Like, that's definitely a purposeful thing. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. We cooking so far. Bruh. We're cooking, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Thank you so much for showing how much of a plasma sword that is, my guy. Oh! Hey, these motherfuckers will go flying when there's an explosion. I love it. Damn. capacity, little girl. You can't rock with us. Yes, I'm Master fucking Chief. I love their dynamic together. I wish this wasn't Halo. Like, I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I wish we had everything that's happening and it just didn't have the name Halo attached to it. Of course it's not. I told your stupid ass, but did you want to listen? No. Oops, sorry. See what I mean? Like, they have this amazing episode, but they perfectly put it in there so that we don't get to see Master Chief in his suit. Like, oh my god! Oh my god, that shit pisses me the fuck off, man! Like, what the fuck do they do stuff like that for? It's so purposeful, like, oh, man. She let you escape, my guy. I have been every voice you have ever heard. I love how all of them are freaking beasts amongst everyone else, yo. This is the best speech I've ever heard.
With us will not survive the day. Not make that stand alone. John? John.
See, and then they make it more humanized so we can see.
To introduce to you John 117, you know him as Master Chief.
That's badass. See? See how they weave that narrative in there? It works, but man.
Who laid down their lives so that one day our children may live without fear of this monster we call war.
I look-y got chills, I'm not even gonna lie. Bruh, spitting. Let's go! Ugh. Bruh. That was hard. That was definitely one of the hardest. That was one of the hardest. Bruh. Man. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, we cooking. I ain't gonna lie, we cooking. Ah! This show is so awesome. It's crazy. It's crazy how this show can be so simultaneously bad and amazing, yo. Like, wow. I've never been so disappointed and inspired at the same time. Bro, like, look at that. Holy shit. She really broke out and just started walking around. And Soren. If brand new John was there, I think he would go rock with him. See, I called him John. Didn't even call him Master Chief. How disrespectful. Oh, hell no. Oh. Whoa! This shit is awesome. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, wow. Oh. There's no way. Our boy is dying. There is no way. Holy shit! I love that they do gun fu. Like, I love that so much. Oh! Damn! Oh! The beef is crazy! Come on, son! Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! Oh shit! Bro, we was fighting, we was fading, bro! Like, how dare you interrupt the fade? Here it is. Here it is, bitch, come. Needler! No! Bro, they went stupid with this episode. Damn. Damn. That shit was. Damn. Damn. Ugh. Excuse me. Damn. 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 That shit was actually really good. That might have been like low-key one of the best episodes. Like, holy shit. That was great. That was actually awesome. I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready for that to be so amazing. And just in its own right. Like, they use all the stuff. Yeah. That was solid. We just got done watching episode 4 of Halo season 2, and man, this episode is probably one of the best of the entire show. I think they really went to the fullest degree to show us the fall of Reach, and they did it in their own way. Of course, that's what this entire show is about, is them doing whatever they want in their own ways. But it still worked. You know, it worked in its own right. I love seeing all of our characters work together. And this show really goes to a lot of length to let us know that shit's going bad. Like, we're losing. There's a war going on. And I think it was a beautiful way that I think they showed it to us beautifully, right? Everyone being right there, all the stuff blowing up, and then literally within another wall, they had no idea what was going on until the elite started coming through and just tearing up everything. So it's like, it's so awesome to see how they did it. But then again, you know, all the other stuff that was done in its own way. It's like, man, we definitely should. We definitely should be watching, or we definitely should be seeing them in their suits. You know, like, there's just certain things that it just didn't work for me. Certain things just don't work for me, but it's okay. It's okay though. There was so much loss and so much death, man. And that's one thing that I think that they got right about Halo, is how war-y it is, I guess. Like, it is super, like, it is a war. Like, it's not just, you're not just like this badass Spartan doing stuff in the game. Like, no, it's a full on war, bro. It's space war, yes, but it's a war nonetheless. And I think that this show does the war vibe right. It handles the politics of war right. It handles all of those things super well, but it's just like, man, the not having him in the suit is killing me. We got literally, I think that was one of the best speeches slash monologues I have ever heard in a show, like, ever. It definitely, they were tugging on the emotional strings within this episode. You can tell, you can bet your ass on that. There was emotions flowing the entire time. When characters were dying, you could feel it no matter what was going on. I mean, you could feel that the fall of Reach was affecting everyone in different ways. And I love that. And I love being able to see Master Chief be Master Chief outside the suit, even though I don't love it. But I like how much it meant to everyone else and how they made it a narrative role. I like when things are woven together in the narrative somehow, some way. So it's like, that is like, hey, yeah, that's cool, but he should have been in the suit. But I like that since he's not in the suit, they actually constructed a narrative around that to where he's not even in the suit and he's here fighting with us, so you can do it too. I like stuff like that. I love the small things that they do with this show. Halsey is just such a great character, and I love her being in this show as well. It definitely feels awesome to see her and John and Soren all like talk and be around each other and not want to talk and all of that. I love that. I love seeing them like discuss things. Halsey is just a great character in this show, period. The actor does her thing, and every time she's on screen, she does steal the show. She's probably the best actor in the show. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think like her and then our guy Keys, they're both really good actors in this show. Master Chief is solid as well. Everyone else is also good. But man, super unfortunate to see, that happen. I think other Spartan girl that wasn't there, is she like, did she go on the ship with, did she go with Ackles? Am I tripping, or is that what happened? I can't really remember. But no matter what, I think it would be raw to see what's going to be going on next season. Soren being there with John. I can't wait for them to start talking and stuff again too. The conversations and the discussions are going to be insane. I don't know what happens next. Stupid McKee comes in, of course. Man, McKee and Quan Ha are just my least favorite characters. It's like, the Marine character that they gave us in this season, like, that's how you do that right, I think. Like, even though having her, that when she was with the old lady in the shop, that was kind of cheesy when she was like, I don't understand. Do you understand? Do you understand? Like, I get it, but it was just a little bit too much, It was just a little bit too much, but still, I prefer her. I like her character. I like all the stuff that they did with her in this episode. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think I like Quan Ha's character more now. Season 2 Quan Ha is way better than Season 1 Quan Ha so far, and we haven't got too much of her, but she is. But I also feel like we can't get Season 2 Quan Ha without Season 1 Quan Ha, or at least care about her or whatever. But, yeah, I'm here for this. This show, again, it was definitely a up and a down and a roller coaster between, hey, I like this and I don't like this, because it definitely bothered me that they didn't have the suits, and I knew that they were going to like string narrative into it somehow. And I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I am a fan of it as well. Like, I like it. I like that they did it, but I don't like that it had to be done. I think that's the best way that I can say it. Like, just put him in the damn suit. Why are we fighting this so freaking hard? Like, they are fighting tooth and nail not to put him in the suit, and it's pissing me off. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, the episode was really good. I think we got all the stuff that we were looking for, and well, almost all the stuff that we were looking for. And I think it actually set up a good middle point for the rest of the season. So I hope everybody had a good time with this episode, or at least half of a good time as I did. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but let me know why you didn't like this episode. Even though I can probably guess why you didn't like this episode or why you don't like this show. I don't even know if people are still watching this show as much as they are. But tomorrow we'll be doing episode 5, Watch Party and Review. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at midnight, when we will be checking that out. We're also going to be doing our Wheel of Time full book review tomorrow as well, and that's going to be awesome. So I hope everyone is pumped for those two things that are going to be jumping off tomorrow, at least later in the day. And yeah, man, I had a good time with this episode, better than I thought I would. But this episode was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. This show is really good, but it's just, there are unforgivable choices that they make that makes it really hard to enjoy the show at certain times. And I don't know if it's like that for anyone else, but for me, it just makes it really hard to enjoy the show, because it's like, oh man, they did that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was just about to enjoy it. Like, right, I was so invested right up until the moment when it was like, he stole our suits. And I was like, you know, like, it's like, of course he did, you know, but, and then you can't be mad at it, because it's like, of course, why would he leave the suits there when he knows the planet's going to get glassed? You know, that doesn't make sense. So you have to weave it into the narrative somehow, but it's still like, God damn, like, they are fighting against the fan base with the whole suit thing, and I just don't understand what the reason is behind it. But other than that, I had a really good time with this episode. The sound design was amazing. The CGI was pretty good through the whole way through. There was a couple moments where it was like, oh, wait. But, I mean, obviously, there's not freaking 10-foot aliens with freaking laser swords and plasma guns. Like, of course, there's going to be some wonky stuff every once in a while, but it wasn't too wonky at all. I actually think it looked really good. And I love seeing Master Chief catch the unadulterated fade. That's one thing that I love about him being out of the suit. I'm not gonna lie, is he's still that man. Like, he's still Master Chief out the suit, and that's one thing that I love about it. Cause, bro, he's like, I know I ain't got the suit, but I'm still about to whoop your ass, boy, with this gun. I'm about to whoop your ass with this gun. He's like, yes, bro. Like, Gun Fu was amazing. And then they teased us with him grabbing the sword and then getting shot, and then Brett cuts his homie's head off. Like, bro, yes. Like, that's the shit that's awesome about this show. Like, you can't deny it, right? You can't deny that shit's awesome. But then you got the other part, you know? And that's how it feels. It's like, yes, oh yeah. And then Master Cheeks, and it's like, oh, damn it. That's right. This is this show, you know? and of course, like, nothing huge like that happened this time around. I am just making like an observation of what's been going on throughout the duration of this show. But in this episode, there were a couple moments where, you know, it had that, oh man, I don't know what it's called, but when it pulls you out, you know, immersion breaking. That's what it is. There's just certain immersion breaking aspects of the show that just makes it really hard to continue to enjoy. And I think that, you know, I might be on my own with what I say there, but that's just how I feel about it, you know? Yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But let me know how you guys feel about this episode in the comment section down below. Let's check it out, and let's give it a little rating here. Oops. There we go. All right. And of course, we are on the TV Time app right now. About to log that we have watched this episode. So yes, we have watched it. We watched it on Paramount Plus. I think there was actually I think it was a great episode. I think I could say wow. I'm not going to lie. This episode it was a wow. It was a wow. I'm not going to lie. It was a wow. But I gotta say great. Like, it was wow, but I can't say wow. So I definitely was shocked. It was definitely very sad at certain points, touching, thrilling. I wasn't confused. It was a little tense, but not super tense. It was just more so on the line of, like, damn. Yeah. Okay. So let's write our review now of the episode. Um. Halo Season 2, Episode Episode 4 was a great watch. This show has been a complete love, hate, tug of war. Every step of the way. 1 minute, you're fully immersed in the show. Next minute, 1 minute, I'm fully immersed in the show. Next minute, I'm wishing they called this thing with Halo. Episode 4, though, it's different for many reasons. They capture the element of war through every outlet possible. Characters, dialogue, scenery, music slash lack of music, the overall tone, the overall tone, the overall tone of the episode combined with some grade A acting really made me enjoy this show for all the reasons I previously hated it for. No matter how hard it will always be to get over Master Chief John 117. It would be for me to get over Master Chief being more John 117. The speech that Keyes gives was chill, really, and the inspiration it filled the other Marines with was a great part to add. I had a awesome time with this episode, and I'm actually looking forward to episode 5. Fingers crossed we don't get Master Cheeks again. And then what do we give the episode? Like, I'm not sure how to properly rate how to okay, that's not really what I was looking for, but I can save that too. All right, let's open up the Marvel Bros scale so we can rate this a little bit better. Scale. All right, make a copy. Oh, why is this like that shit has been like on the edge the entire day. Okay. All right. As far as the nope. Boom. All right. So let's check this real quick. Originality. This is definitely more original. You know, this show is original and not original at the same time, right? Because it does a lot of things in a new way. But I think that I think the originality for this can get a solid 8. maybe even an 8.5. I'm not gonna lie. The creativity is definitely a 9.3 in my opinion. I think they got really creative with a lot of the things that they did in this episode. Like I like the choice of using the needler in the way that they did, and how bro just grabbed it and then shoved it into other bro's chest. Like that was awesome. That's a very creative thing. I like how the box that Halsey and Soren in ended up just being like a box, but it didn't look even like I knew they were in I knew they were in like some type of projection, but I didn't know it was going to be to that extent. So I did like that. I like seeing the jackals as well pull up. And the use of like the jet engines and all of that was really creative. I think all the creative choices were there for this episode. Super creative. I love seeing John whoop ass left and right. I thought the gun fu stuff was really like a really good choice as well. So yeah, I got that there. Dialogue, I mean, come on, man. We got to give it a 10 for that amazing speech that we got from our boy Keys. Everything that was said in this episode, it mattered. There was no fluff. There was no, like, other than our boy Soren giving us, his normal shit that he does. I think it's safe to say that the dialogue in this episode was perfectly fine, and they did a wonderful job with it. Characters, I think on the characters we can give a solid 9. You know what? I think I can give it a solid 8.7. I wasn't a big fan of how some of the characters went out, but at the same time it's war. So, it's like, bro, it's war. This is just how it is. But I feel like they kind of tried to do that. Well, no, they didn't go for a crazy shock factor in every death, because it was just like a blink of an eye, and then Blind Bro's husband was dead, and it was just like, oh my god, what happened just now? And then you see he automatically, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and then we circle back around to John saying, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I just love that. I love that. I think all the characters were super. I think we got to see some good stuff from them. Again, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Marine girl in certain times, like when she was like screaming the same thing over and over and over and over again. But again, you can't like really judge someone on how they would act in that moment of distress, but still, I really wasn't a big fan of how our guys just were kind of going out low key, but at the same, so there was characters shining, there was characters not shining, so I'll just go ahead and give it that 8.7. As far as the plot goes, when the actions, events, conflicts, and turning points that propel the story forward, I think they did a solid job of making the plot beats follow each other from one to the other, right? They didn't head back to HQ so they could talk to Keys. They head back there to get their equipment, but the equipment is gone. I think all of that was really good there. The plot worked smoothly. I'm happy we didn't see a lot of McKee, but her popping up out of nowhere was kind of lame, but she didn't really pop out of nowhere because we know she was there because she just stole Cortana. You know what I'm saying? All of the things were there everywhere. So I think it works really well. I love seeing Soren kind of hear the jackals coming up the side of the building first and then walking over there, and then he's like, holy shit, here they are. I think that worked really, really well. That had me hyped. I think they did a really good job with all of those things. So I think I can give the plot. I'm just trying to continue to remember if there was anything that I was like, yo, this is what the hell? How did that happen? Or how did we get here? And I don't think it was. So yeah, I'm good with going for a 9 on the plot. Cinematography, I can go for a 9 on that as well. I can go for a 9 on that as well because it did look incredible. It looked really good, like a lot. A lot of the time, it looked really good. I was like, yo, yes, this is awesome. I love the way everyone, like, just the shots that we got to see. The close-up gun shots, like, we got to see everyone aiming, ADSing, basically, or at least all of our Spartans outside of their suits. We got to see them like in this ADS form, and it was awesome. Like the camera was at the end of their gun, and it was kind of like a long, wide shot from the gun angle. It just looked really good. I just loved that. I love those moments. So that cinematography is definitely there when they shot the white phosphorus all over the bridge, and then you could just see all of the elites just kind of scurrying over each other like rats. You know what I mean? Like fucking rats. Like, it was awesome. That was awesome. Some great cinematography there. And all of the shots that we got to see with the city on fire, they all looked really, really good. All of it looked really good. Pacing and structure worked well for me. I think the episode was over when it needed to be. I don't think we spent any time dilly-dallying around at all. It was one thing to the next, and we were moving through we moved through, we reached to a certain location, protected another location, and the episode ended. And I think that's a really solid structure for them to put forth, because it's like, hey, this is what happened. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's awesome. Let's go. Let's keep that moving. So I think all of that worked really well. The timing of the action, unfolding of plot elements and character development, the framework of the film or script, effective use of the 3-act odyssey, linear or non-linear story progression. The only thing that I really wasn't a fan of is how the blind man went out. I didn't expect that all the way. That definitely surprised me a little bit, because he was definitely more of that keep fighting type of vibe. But I understand that it was because of his boo thing that he lost. So I dig it. I understand. But I still, like, yeah, I think I can give it a solid 8 point. I can give it an 8.7 on the pacing and the structure of this episode. I think it worked. I think it worked well, especially because we're in the moment of war, right? So we're moving from point to point, from beat to beat, really quickly. Sound quality, I gotta give that a 10. I loved the sound quality. I think everything sounded amazing. I think the action sounded good. The explosions, everything worked. I felt like I was in the war zone. I definitely, like I said, it did feel very tense, but it didn't feel tense because we were with Master Chief. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we're rocking. The music score, I legitimately did not even notice music in this episode. So I can't give it a high score, because it's like the music did not do anything to help the story, in my opinion, because I didn't notice it at all. And and the way I feel, you should be able to hear that music. You should be able to feel the music, and it should go with the different moments that's happening. And for me, it wasn't like, oh, wow, listen to the music. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Nothing really stood out. So I can just give that a solid 8 for the music score. And then the entertainment value, I can give that a 10 as well, because I was definitely thoroughly pleased throughout the entirety of that episode. So let's go ahead and tally it up and see what we give this episode a rating of overall. Let's see, where's our calculator? We have our calculator here, our handy dandy calculator, right? And then we will go 8.5 plus 9.3 plus 10 plus 8.7 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8.7 plus 10 plus 8 plus 10 plus 8 plus 10. Is that right? Let's try it again. What's happening? Oh. Let's see. Top to bottom. 8.5 plus 9.3 plus 10 plus 8.7 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8.7 plus 10 plus 8 plus 10. All right, 91.2. So is there a percent? There's not a percent sign? That's crazy. Rate. Rank. %91. Yeah. Oh no. Too late, but All right, so let's check it out. So Halo Season 2, Episode 4 was a great watch. This show has been a complete love-hate tug-of-war every step of the way. 1 minute, I'm fully immersed in the show. Next minute, I'm wishing they called this anything else but Halo. Episode 4, though, hits different for so many reasons. They capture the element of war through every outlet possible. Character, dialogue, scenery, music, lack of music. The overall tone of the episode, combined with some grade A acting, really made me enjoy this show for all the reasons I previously hated it for. No matter how hard it will always be for me to get over Master Chief being more John 117, the speech that Keyes gives about him not having the suit was chill-worthy, and the inspiration it filled the other Marines with was a great part to add. I had an awesome time with this episode, and I'm actually looking forward to episode 5. Fingers crossed we don't get Master Cheeks again. Oh, I can save it as an image like that? I didn't know that. Hold up. I want to see what that looks like. And then we can also copy. And then let's open up YouTube. And then we're going to go ahead and drop this. I hate that you can't just see your stuff, like, in the easiest way possible. Literally, it should be having me press. Paste. Paste. Am I not able to paste it? Is it not something that you can share like that? More. Oh, I guess you can't. Oh, yeah, it's just text. Cancel. I guess you can't just. That's really interesting. I don't know. This is an image too. Damn. So you can't share no links or nothing, bro? That's kind of weird. I don't know. But you feel me? Go check out my. Did I say emo badge? No, that's crazy. I don't know, bro. Check out my page, though, bro. However you do that, I don't know, but go check it out. Go tap in. But with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in with me today to chime in and vibe out. You know what I mean? We've been vibing today for sure, and I appreciate the vibes from each and every one of you beautiful, lovely people out there. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You can follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. And don't forget to tap in and check out the podcast wherever you check out podcasts at. Type in Marvel Bros in the search bar. Look us up. Give it a listen. Give it a review. And let us know how it do. Okay. And with all that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their day. And as I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update,
And on today's pop culture news update,
on today's pop culture news update,